Welcome to Week 6 Preview Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Wow, what a 5 weeks it has been in NFL season this year. We have the Minnesota Vikings 5-0. We have the Carolina Panthers at 1-4. Cam Newton's out. We have Denver at 4-1 with Trevor Siemian, a second-year player who never started before this year, and Paxton Lynch. We have the Patriots at 4-1. First 4 games without Brady, they go 3-1. What a crazy season this has been. In fantasy this week, I tied 132 to 132. What the hell, right? Been a very interesting season. We have teams underperforming, we have teams overperforming. So let's get started on Week 6 preview. We have on Thursday night the Denver Broncos 4-1 versus the San Diego Chargers at 1-4. When the season began, if you would have said after Week 5, Broncos 4-1 with Trevor Siemian, and then when he gets hurt, Paxton Lynch would come in for a game and start a game, and the Chargers with Phillip Rivers would be 1-4, who would believe you? No one. All time between these two series, all time, Broncos leads at 63, 49-1. Broncos have won 5 straight now in the last 10. On Thursday nights, the Broncos are 5-3. The Chargers are 4-1. San Diego is 2-1 versus Denver on Thursday nights. Denver is favored by 3 on the road. I know we always try to pick home teams on Thursdays, especially when they got to travel, across time zones. I just like the way Denver's defense is playing. Plus, I have Denver's defense on my fantasy league, so I'm wanting them to have a really great showing versus San Diego. And I like Trevor Siemian. I think he's doing good. And I like Paxton Lynch. I think Paxton Lynch can be the future. I like the defense and Von Miller and stuff, so I'm taking Denver. They're favored by 3 on the road. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 45.5. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers at 1-4 versus the Buffalo Bills at 3-2. And these two teams are kind of what we expected. All-time, San Fran is 6-5 versus the Bills. In 2012, the Niners won 45-3. I got Buffalo favored by 7.5 at home. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 44.5. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at 1-3. I actually picked Jacksonville to make the playoffs. Blake Bortles has got a lot of work to do for that to happen. Versus the 1-4 Chicago Bears without Jay Cutler. Surprise, surprise, Cutler's hurt. Ow, my finger hurts, I can't play. I'm Jay Cutler. All time, the Bears are 4-2 versus the Jags. In 2012, their last meeting, Chicago won 41-3. Chicago's favored by 2 at home. Jacksonville has any inkling to turn their season around. They need to win here. I actually picking them to win. I got them covering the 2 points and under on the 47. Next, we have the surprising 3-2 Los Angeles Rams versus the 2-3 Detroit Lions. Who the hell would have thought the Rams would be 3-2 right now? Really? What the hell? They take the same team, they move out of St. Louis, and they actually start winning games. I know what it is. I know exactly what it was. I'm betting Stan Kroenke paid the players to lose in St. Louis. He probably went to him and said, look, my franchise is going to be worth more if I move to LA. You guys will be worth more if you go to LA. So why don't we do this? Why don't we just throw the season, let's get the fuck out of St. Louis, and we build this $2 billion stadium in LA, and well, we got to win though the first year we're out there, so that way the fans want to, we stay relevant, and then we build that new stadium. Yeah, we can go so-so that first year with the new stadium, but then we really got to win. So you guys with me? Obviously they are. They went 3-1. They lost last week. Detroit Lions 2-3. I knew Calvin Johnson would make a big difference, but is that the difference here? Or is Matthew Stafford just not that good of a quarterback this year? I don't know. Or is it defense related? We'll see. All time, the Rams lead the series 43-40-1. And that covers Cleveland, LA, St. Louis, LA. The last time these two teams met was in 2015. The Rams won 21-14. Detroit's actually favored by 3 at home. I'm giving those 3 points to LA. I'm picking the Rams to win. They'll cover the 3, under on the 43.5. Next, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers, 4-1. No big surprise there. Versus the Miami Dolphins at 1-4. All time, Pittsburgh's 13-12. In 2003, Pittsburgh's last loss to Miami was 34-28. Pittsburgh is favored by 7.5 on the road. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 47.5. Next, we have the Cincinnati Bengals, 2-3, which is kind of surprising, versus the 4-1 New England Patriots. Who saw this coming? 4 games left ready. We'll go 3-1 with 2 different quarterbacks who never started a game before. And Julian Edelman, most of the time, was their backup quarterback on their roster. Brady's back. Gronk's back. 4-1. All-time 15-9 versus Cincinnati in 2014. They won 43-17. They're favored by 8 at home. They cover the 8, under on the 47. Gronk's going to throw some points up this year. And Tom Brady, please, dear God, quit throwing to Bennett and throw to Gronk. NFC South, we have the 1-4 Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints, 1-3. The 1-4 Panthers versus the 1-3 Saints. Who's seen this coming? All-time, Carolina's 23-19 versus the Saints. 2015, Carolina went 2-0 versus the Saints. 41-38 and 27-22. Carolina's favored by 3 on the road. There was no over-under on this, so I created an over-under. I said 54.5. I am taking the Panthers to win on the road. I'm hoping they can get the job done without Cam Newton. Hopefully Cam Newton's back. I think they win. They cover the 3 and under on the 54.5. I just think the Saints defense isn't that good. For whatever reason, Drew Brees, I don't get it. If Brees is of the defense, you know. So next we have the Baltimore Ravens at 3-2 versus the New York Giants at 2-3. Baltimore all-time is 4-1 versus the Giants. They won in 2012, 33-12. Giants favored by 3 at home. I like the Ravens better. I'm taking the Ravens, giving them the 3 points. I have them winning, covering the 3 and over in the 43.5. NFC East matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles at 3-1 versus the 3-2 Washington Redskins. All-time, the Redskins are 84, 73, and 5. 2015, Washington won both games, won 38-24, nailed it 23-20. Philadelphia's favored by 2.5 on the road. Despite my friend at work's favorite team was Washington Redskins. Sorry, Angela. Philadelphia wins. I have them covered the 2.5. I'm taking over on the 44.5. I just think Carson Wentz is just playing great this year. I think he's just going to keep rolling and get a victory here. Next, we have no big surprise, the 0-5 Cleveland Browns versus the 2-3 Tennessee Titans. Ho-hum. Cleveland leads the season overall series 35-29. They won last year 28-14. Tennessee favored by 6.5 at home. Hope to God Mariota can beat the Browns. Tennessee had them winning, covering the 6.5 and under on the 45. A huge matchup in the AFC West. 2-2 Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people's Super Bowl picks. Versus the Oakland Raiders at 4-1. Big surprise to some people. I thought they'd be good. I thought they'd be on the verge of making the playoffs. I don't think they'd be on the verge of winning their division. KC leads the overall series 60-52-2. Their last game was Kansas City won 23-17, and then last year and then the game before that, last year was 34-20 Kansas City. Oakland favored by 1 at home. I got Oakland winning, covering the 1 and over on the 46.5. A matchup of the weekend, Dallas versus Green Bay. Both teams with 1 loss. Dallas 4-1. The Packers 3-1. Yeah, but Dak Prescott versus Aaron Rodgers. Really? Green Bay 17-16 overall versus the Cowboys. They won last year 28-7. I know the Cowboys are playing good this year. I like Green Bay at home. Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau Field is just unstoppable. Green Bay favored by 4. They win. They cover the 4 and they're on the 47. The Atlanta Falcons at 4-1 versus Seattle Seahawks at 3-1. All-time Seattle's 9-6 versus Falcons. Seattle favored by 6. They win. They cover the 6 under on the 46. Sunday Night Football. We have a huge AFC South matchup. The Indianapolis Colts at 2-3 versus the Houston Texans at 3-2. Houston without J.J. Watt. All-time Indy is 23-5 versus the Texans. Last year they won. Indy won 27-10, and then the other game Houston won 16-10. Houston is favored by 3 points at home. I want Indy to win. I picked them to win the division. And I have Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton on my team. So I need a lot of Luck to Hilton long touchdown passes because I need a victory this week. No more fucking ties, please. Which would be funny if I tied again. That'd be 2-2-2. If I tied again, 2-2-1 right now. So, and I'm playing J-Man of the Pro Wrestling Pulse this week, so hope to God I beat him. Yeah, I tied B-Daddy J last week. So hopefully I can beat J-Man this week. So I got Indy winning. I got them covering, getting to the 3 points. They cover it and taking over on the 46. And on Monday Night Football, we have the New York Jets at 1-4 versus the 2-3 Arizona Cardinals. All time, the Jets are 6-2-0 versus the Cardinals. On Monday night, the Jets are 19-27, while the Cardinals are 8-15-1 on Mondays. Arizona's favored by 7.5 at home. I got Arizona winning, covering the 7.5 and under on the 47. So that will wrap up the NFL Week Number 6 preview. As always, check out Robert Sports Show for NASCAR and Major League Baseball postseason previews, NCAA previews, pro wrestling. If it's sports related, it should be on Robert Sports Show. As always, thanks for watching. Don't just have a great day, have an American day.